Hey guys, it's Daniel Schlar. It's the 3rd of July 2025. Here with my volunteer Gerard. Alright, we're going to do an exercise session today, which is a body weight strength session. Pretty appropriate for Gerard, who's 15 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to rock and roll? Let's go. We're going to start off with a little warm up, Gerard. Before we do that, how are you feeling about today's session?
Adequate, thank you.
Okay, awesome. And what are your goals for today's session?
Get buff, see the ladies, you know.
Okay, fair enough. And how hard would you like to go today?
I don't know, how hard do you think?
It's up to you. Prepare to work hard and
Moderately.
moderate. Okay, let's go to moderate intensity. Fantastic. So as mentioned, we're going to do a body weight strength session. How's that sound?
Sounds fine.
All right. How's your day been so far? Been well?
Haven't had any girls actually.
Okay. Well, you know what? Physical appearance, if that's what's important to you, let's do our best efforts here to, get you in shape and get you happy with where you want to be. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it, mate. Fantastic. All right, we're going to warm up by doing some arm circles. So just rotating your arms forward, nice dynamic movements. You're going to loosen up all the muscles through. No, you're doing it. We'll continue for a little bit longer, then we will go the other way. Okay, and swing around the other way. Let's go. Beautiful. Oh, Gerard, give me some star jumps. Let's get your legs incorporated now. So nice dynamic warm up. Awesome. Look at you go. Beauty. Alright, Gerardi, and some bodyweight squats. So feet shoulder width apart, chest out, shoulders back, core nice and tight, glutes nice and tight, slight little hinge at the hips. And let's go down to 90 degrees or beyond and pushing off our whole foot. With our toes, we'll just bring them a bit more neutral, so facing me. Perfect. Alright, and let's go for it. Keep your core tight, keep your glutes tight. See with your knees, Gerard, rather than letting them come in, try to keep them in a nice, stable position. Beautiful. Let's give that a go. Much better. Awesome, man. Alright, and with the squat, I can see you coming forward onto your toes a little bit. I want you to see if you can push through your whole foot. So maybe redirect some of that weight and shift it back onto your heels. Give that a go. Beautiful. Much better. Alright, give me 3 more of those. Alright, you feel those quads working?
Yep.
And last one. Okay, and Gerard, how are you feeling? Nice and warmed up?
Pardon?
You feeling nice and warmed up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's get into the main part of the session. So we got 4 exercises that we're going to start off with. We're actually going to continue with your squats, but we're going to do a variation, which is a squat and pulse. So to demonstrate that, we're just doing our squat form, which is feet shoulder width apart. Toes can be slightly facing outwards if you wish. Chest out, shoulders back, core tight, like sucking in your core, and as if you're bracing in for impact. Squeezing your glutes, little hinge at the hips, getting down to 90 degrees. The variation we're going to do is called a squat pulse. So we're going to squat, we're going to pulse once, and come up. You want to give that a go? Sure. We're going to go for 10 repetitions. Nice. Well done, Gerard. Beautiful form. 3, 4, well done. Okay, we're going to go to 10. So we've got another 6 to go. Halfway through. Beautiful form. Let's keep it going. 7. And we're just going to keep your chest out and shoulders back, just like so. Beautiful. Maintain that posture. And we've got 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, awesome. And how are we feeling?
Fine, thank you.
Where are you feeling most of the tension? Okay, righto. And is it easy, moderate, challenging?
I haven't done an exercise in a while, so
Okay.
It's a tiny bit challenging.
Tiny bit challenging, okay.
I can push myself, but
Are you happy with the intensity? Because you mentioned at the start of the session you wanted
That's
a
fine,
moderate
fine,
intensity. Okay. And you did mention to me that you're feeling it in your shins, is that correct? You pointed more towards your lower leg here?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the...
Well,
Okay, well that's interesting because for these squat pulses, you should be feeling it more in your quadriceps.
I got lordosis, so it's fine.
Okay.
I got lordosis, so it's fine.
Okay, well then more for the reason to keep an eye on the form and make sure it's perfect. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to a squat hold drive. We'll find a little bit of room just over here. Essentially what we're looking for is your feet shoulder width apart and you want your feet to be away from the wall to the point where when you hold a squat hold you're able to achieve 90 degrees with your limbs here, with your calves and your quads. And you're going to keep your hands off your legs, nice and high in the air, and we're going to hold for 45 seconds. How's that sound?
Sounds fine.
Alright, well, awesome, let's get into it. So try and get ourselves in position just a touch higher. And hands up, time's on. Make sure that we're breathing throughout. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Ideally, let's have our arms in front of us just a little bit more. Just for that slight little progression. Make it just a little bit harder. Alright, Gerard, doing well. We're almost at the 20-second mark. There we go, 20 seconds through, 25 to go. 25 seconds to go, you're doing really well. You feeling that all through the quads?
Yep.
Fantastic, alrighty. So hold in that position there for another 15 seconds. You think you got another 15 seconds in us?
Probably.
Probably, alright, let's give it a shot. Beautiful. 10 seconds to go, Gerard. Final 10 seconds. We're almost there, come on, powering through. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, have a quick little break, catch your breath. And how was that? Our squat holds.
It's fun.
So we started off leg dominant, and we're going to move on and we're going to do some shoulder taps. So this is going to work out your core a little bit, and you might feel a little bit of tension in your triceps as you're going to be using your stability muscles, especially when swapping arms. How does that sound?
Sounds fun.
Okay, so let me show you the correct form for some shoulder taps. We're going to go for 30 of these, okay? Alright, so we're going to be in our push-up position on our arms and toes, just like this. And one arm at a time, we're going to touch our opposite shoulder. So left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left shoulder, while maintaining a nice neutral position with our spine and our glutes. Alright, feeling more rested?
Yeah, sure.
Let's give it a go. Right, ideally, Gerard, we're going to aim for 30. But this is more of a test to see how we actually do go, especially since it's our first time doing these skills.
Something.
Sorry?
So we're going to do like 10 or something?
Oh, 30.
30.
Yeah, right, well, let's give it a shot. That's our aim, that's our target.
Right.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's just get our glutes down a little bit more. Perfect. 5, 6, 8, 9, third of the way through. How are we feeling? 20 to go. Halfway through, Gerard, 15 more. 21, 22, 23, 24, 5 to go. And last one, and rest. How's that?
Fun, thank you.
Okay, and moderate intensity.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, fantastic, awesome.
Actually, maybe moderate lights. I had an X.
Lights moderate, okay, so for the next one, Gerard, I'll just record here that we can actually maybe get a few more in. How does that sound? Or possibly what we can do, if you want to progress the exercise.
Do you mean as in like, what's intensity around next, or what intensity that feels?
For that exercise specifically, that was more of a trial run.
Oh, no, that feels moderate.
That felt moderate, okay, fantastic, awesome. And how are you feeling so far? Feeling well?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more for the upper body, Gerard. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus now a little bit more on our chest, and we're going to do some push-ups. So push-ups not only is going to work your chest, but it's going to work your front delts, which is the front part of your shoulder here. And it also should aid in working out your triceps a little bit too. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Alright, Gerard, well let's get ourselves in a push-up position. Have you done push-ups before?
Yes, but I did recently hurt my toes, so I might do it on my knees.
Okay, absolutely. So if you've got a toe injury, that's a great suggestion, is to do it on our knees. So if we're going to do some push-ups on our knees, what I'm going to suggest is let's pop on our knees, or hinge forward at the hips, or come forward just like so, and we'll do push-ups in this position here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's give that a shot. And Gerard, we're going to go for 12 push-ups. Sure, absolutely. So you're coming forward at the hips, core tight, glutes tight, and when you're ready, let's go down and we're going to aim for 12. 1, 2, 3, beautiful form, well done, great range of motion, getting that chest down to the ground within a fist space, halfway through.
So no doubt.
Just go. 2 to go. And last one. And rest. How's that?
Fine, thank you.
Beautiful. Okay. So we've got one final exercise that we're going to do, Gerard, and this is going to target your triceps predominantly, and as secondary muscles you'll feel it in your inner chest region and your front delts. It's called our bench tricep dips. So essentially we're going to put our feet out in front of us just like so. Our glutes are going to be just off the edge of the bench. Chest out, shoulders back, elbows tucked in nice and tight. We should be squeezing through the shoulder blades, and we're going to get down to 90 degrees and up. Just like so. Alright, let's give that a shot. Alright, Gerard, we're going to go for 6 of those. Okay, so hands a little bit closer. You might want to sit on your hands just to get it nice and close. Let's see, so just shoulder width apart. There we go, perfect. Chest out, shoulders back, elbows tucked in, and we'll get your body just off the bench, just like so. And when you're ready, we're going to go to 90 degrees. Let's go. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, spot on. And how you feeling, Gerard?
Good.
I'm doing really well so far, mate. Great effort. You been enjoying the session?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, well Gerard, what we're going to do now is you've got your main components and your main exercises, a nice little split between your lower body and your upper body. We're just going to perform our cool downs now. So if you like, let's just take a lie down just here at the mats. And we're going to start with our hamstring pumps. So interlock your fingers, place them behind your knee, and begin pumping your hamstrings just like so. And we'll swap legs. What do you got planned for the rest of the night, Gerard?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, at least you've got a good exercise session out of the way, so you got your physical activity there, and I guess the rest is yours to choose. How exciting! All right, now we're going to interlock our fingers, grab our shin, and pull our knee right back up to our chest. And we're holding that there, nice static hold. For another 3, 2, 1, swap legs. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to pop onto our side now, Gerard. And with our heel, we're going to bring it all the way to our glute, and our opposite leg's going to be nice and straight. And now we're going to pull our leg back if you're comfortable doing so, and you should feel that in the quad. Is that where you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Hold for another couple of seconds, and we'll swap sides. Three, 2, 1, and there you go, Gerard. That should conclude our session for today. How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
And did you enjoy the session?
Yeah.
Did that meet your expectations? Was that at a nice moderate level?
Well, if I look strong enough soon, hopefully.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
See you then. Fantastic.